So the next topic is, what is the next topic, Aryan? After this, cyber crimes, everything, act. Aryan, still in vacation mode. The next topic is web services. So write down the heading as web services. Okay, web services is service provider internet. Okay, the different terms you need to study. Okay, web hosting, many other things are there. Hello, you can't hear me? Hello, now?
Can hear you, but she can't hear you.
Because of network issue, voice, everything not clear. It is time to change the Wi-Fi connection, I guess. I mean, not Wi-Fi, broadband connection. Have to switch to some other connection, ISP. Gauri. So different terms you need to study. The first term is www. What is www, Emmanuel?
World Wide Web.
World Wide Web. What is it? So that you need to study. So that is the first one. It's a collection of websites. That is the main point you need to write. What is the use of it? Allow you to retrieve and display your website to your device. Founder is Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. Only these two things you need to study. What is www? The full form, of course, you need to study World Wide Web. Then, who's the inventor? See the practical examination. For the practical examination, the question by the examiner was the first question. If you ask your senior students, they'll tell you, who is the founder of Python? That was the first question. Then different categories of SQL. Then what are the different data file modes? So the first question was, who is the founder of Python? So very basic questions will be asked. Okay.
For practical exam, there will be Viva also.
Yes, yes. For Viva, separate mark is there for Viva. And for project, then you have to do 2 programs. Okay. One is pure Python program. Second one is Python connecting SQL. Second program. So 2 programs. Then your record. Then Viva. Then project. Now HTML. Next one. Full form is stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a standard language. So what is it? It is a standard language for documents designed to be displayed in a web browser. Standard for displaying. It is a language that is a standard markup language for displaying the contents in a web browser. All your web pages starting with an HTML and ending with an HTML. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? I've showed you. Shivani, are you there? Shivani? Shivani, where are you? I take any site. See, it's starting with an HTML tag. You can see the first line starting with an HTML tag, HTML, then ending with an HTML tag. There, that's my inbox. And the last, see, the last one is HTML. So every web page in a website or in World Wide Web is the standard language is HTML. Okay. Now, so HTML is just used to display the contents. How the data should be displayed. It has no, no capability of doing actions. You can't do button click code. When you click on sign in button, what should happen? So you can't do it with HTML. But the base is HTML. If you want to do in that way, you need to use some more languages, that is technologies, CSS, JavaScript, Ajax, etc. Or you can add VB script also, VB script. How to display it? That is the only duty of HTML. What should be done? How the coding should be done? What should be the action taken place when a user clicks a sign in button? What should happen? Where it should go? That all things will be done by using some other languages, that is cascading style sheet, that is CSS, JavaScript, and Ajax. And HTML is not case sensitive. It's not like Python language. It's not case sensitive. You can either use a capital letter or a small letter according to wish. And all the web pages are saved in with the extension .htm or .html.
Ma'am,
Yes.
but in HTML, the characters that we enter inside double quotes will be case sensitive.
Double quotes for displaying. If in double quotes, whatever you're writing will be displayed the same way. But the language, when you write HTML or when you write the title, IMG, the different tags, you can use either small letter or capital letters or mix. Anything you can use. Okay. Then the different tags, few tags are here, HTML, title, IMG, etc. Body, many tags are the body tag. Font tag, many tags are. That's all about HTML. So HTML tags are predefined tags. So that is also an important thing. Tags are predefined. Instead of HTML, you can't write something else. You can't write your own names. Instead of title, you can't write some other name like student. That's wrong. So due to the limitation of this, another language is established, that is XML, the next heading, you're right? XML. Full form is Extensible Markup Language. There you can use your own tags. If you are writing the details of student in a web page, you can start with student tag and you can end with a student tag. So that is Extensible Markup Language. And you use both the forms, human readable form and machine readable form. And the other specialty is that they are not predefined. If you are doing some web page related to a shop, you can use shop as a tag and you can end with shop tag. So it is not predefined. It is case sensitive. So there can be a question, what is the difference between HTML and XML? So you can write, first point you can avoid all other things. Okay, you don't have to study. The first thing you need to write, extensible markup language. That is the first difference. The other one is hypertext markup language. Second one is, it is used for, it defines a set of rules for encoding documents in both human readable and machine readable format. Encoding means what? Encoding, you're converting from one code to another code. That's called encoding. Then tags are not predefined. We can create our own tags. The last point you can write, one is case sensitive, another one is not case sensitive. Some other specialties are there, so we don't have to study of it. It is not blocked by any firewall because it's using plain text format. So the main question will be either the question is differentiate HTML and XML, or question will be expand the terms, expand. See the difference, HTML and XML. It will be better if you could draw two columns in a table format. One first point, second point. If you write 2 points, you will get 2 marks.
Ma'am, it's a 2-mark question.
It will be asked as a 2 mark. You have maximum 2 mark question. That is my assumption, okay? That's only assumption will be asked. There is no 4 mark theory question for you. And in Python, indentation is important, isn't it? In the same way, in XML, you have to write it in a proper order. Otherwise, it will give you error. But in HTML, you can write in any order. The tags, not order, like this. HTML. It is not compulsory to write like this. This is okay. This will also, it will work. That is what it is written, immaterial. Clear, Krishnendran? Krishnendran, tell me what is the difference between HTML and XML?
This HTML is used for design. It's a markup language for document designs to be displayed in web browser. Then XML is a set of rules for encoding documents. HTML tags are predefined, while XML tags are not predefined. Then HTML is not case sensitive. And XML are case sensitive.
Okay. Yes, Shivani, of course.
And we don't have to write that.
No.
Ma'am, finish.
Finished?
No, ma'am.
Why the answer should be complicated? We'll go for simple definitions.
Okay, ma'am.
Arjun, done?
Yes, ma'am.
So the first thing was www, then HTML, XML. Now your HTTP. The next term is HTTP, that you know already. Full form you study, okay? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. What is the use of it? We used to transfer files and other data from one computer to another on the World Wide Web. That is protocol used. How it works? Client send request to the web server using HTTP protocol, and server respond back to the client using HTTP. So sending and receiving information both using the same protocol, HTTP. And the format, how you write HTTP? When you write a URL, you have to write HTTP full colon. Even if you don't write, it will come automatically. And URL uniform resource locator. URL, uniform resource locator. So URL means the complete address. The complete address of a website is called URL, including the protocol. HTTP //www.google.com. I guess you studied last year, isn't it? Domain name and all. Yes or no, Srihari? Srihari, I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That's the next topic, domain name, that also you studied. So that's it. So remembering all IP address is very difficult. So that's why a separate system is established. The name is domain name. You don't have to write the IP address of the system, server, IP address of the server to access that particular website. So that's why some names are given, that is domain name. privacy.nic.in, gmail.com, examples of domain names. It has two parts. The first part is top level domain name or primary domain name, then subdomain name. The primary domain means .com, commercial site, .edu, educational site. So these are primary domains. Then other domains are secondary, subdomains. Subdomain is NIC, NIC subdomain is CBSE. .in, primary domain name. Clear? Is that clear?
Ma'am, then what is .gov.in?
.in is the primary domain name.
Ma'am,
.gov.
okay.
See, .gov.in. Gov, it is a generic domain name. Okay. What is it? Generic. Domain name itself, it has two parts. Okay. Other than these two classification, you have two classification. One is as generic domain names and country specified domain names. So that GOV is coming under that domain names. Understood? Achyut. If simply it is ending with .gov, that means it's a primary domain name. If it is ending with .gov.in, IN is a primary domain name. But it is a part of, IN is a part of country specified domain name and GOV is a part of generic domain name. Understood? Achyut.
Yes, ma'am.
.org organization, .net network organization, that way. US, United States of America, .jp, Japan. All right. This one is the definition of URL. It stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Full form, example, general format. HTTP means the type of server or protocol, then the address of server. The unique address of a website is called URL, the unique address, the complete address. cbseacademic.nic.in is called the domain name, full domain name. Okay. It's not generic domain name or country specified or primary. It's called domain name. Yahoo.com, it's called the domain name. And the page we are accessing, it is called index.html. It's called as a web page of resource. Vishnu Chandran. Achyut. Okay, this is about URL. Now you know it already. What is a website? What is a web page? Emmanuel saying so simple. Isn't it, Emmanuel? Website is a collection of web pages. And there are two types of websites. So one is static and other one is dynamic. What is static website? What can be static website? Dynamic website example is given here. What about YouTube? Is it a static or dynamic? Aditraj.
Dynamic.
Okay, Achyut, Instagram. Huh? I can't hear you.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. So what can be a static website? Even Google also a dynamic web page. Today you will see in Google in a different, different manner, the presentation, the design. Next day you will see in a different manner. So it's like again dynamic. Static means some, it's like W3 school. So normally not that kind of documentations. The design never changes. Whenever you take that particular web page, it will be the same way, no change at all. That's called, there is no user interaction, but in W3 schools, you can do programming. So you can't consider that pages as static. If you're not interacting with a particular website, like user ID, password, you're not providing, you're not uploading anything, simply just for viewing. So tomorrow, if you check, website design will be same, no change. Day after tomorrow, no change. Then day after tomorrow, no change. So that's called a static web page. But when you consider YouTube, today, when you open YouTube, you'll get a different, the most viewed videos, a different list. Next day, a different list. Nowadays, I saw one trendy Tamil album song. Do you know that? One Tamil song? 111 million views in 1 week. Huh? How many times you watched it, Achyut? How come? I was just thinking 111 million views.
It was only for 10 seconds.
Huh?
It was just for 10 seconds.
10?
Only for 10 seconds.
Only for 10 seconds you watched. Instagram or YouTube, Facebook, every day it changes. The look and feel of the page changes. Then we'll call it as dynamic web page. Otherwise, we'll call it as static web page. Okay? Emmanuel? Had put Had your lunch?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So dynamic, not web page, sorry, dynamic website and static website. Hope it is over. So one allows user interaction and communicate with web server again and again. So it changes. The look and feel changes. Static web page, display information without any interaction with the user. That is always static, no change at all. Now, after the website, the next topic is web browser. Shivani, what is a web browser? Multitasking is not allowed. Shivani, tell me, what's a web browser?
Um, web browser. Uh,
11th standard, the starting time, I taught you about different types of softwares. What are the different types of softwares? Which are there? System software and
ma'am, I forgot.
system software and application software. What is system software?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I forgot. What is application software?
I don't know, ma'am. I forgot.
That is why you are not able to tell me the definition of web browser. Web browser is an application software to browse the net. Okay, web browsers are application softwares. Example, Google Chrome is a web browser. Netscape Navigator is a web browser. Then Firefox is a web browser. Edge, Internet Explorer. Then what all? UZ browser. Many web browsers are available, and many web browsers are available for your mobile phones also. Okay. A web browser is a application software for accessing information on the World Wide Web. If you don't need any graphical support, you don't want to see some images and all pictures, then you can use another web browser, that is a text-based web browser, that is Lynx, Links. So what is the duty of a web browser? It acts as a client sending the request to the server. You opened Gmail and you want to sign in. So what you did? You enter the user ID and password and you click sign in. So what happens? This web browser is sending the request to the server. Once the web server processes the request, it is checking for the user ID and password, whether it is matching or not, and returns the response back to the web browser itself. Then the web browser displays the result to us. So it acts as a client. So it's a client software. You can say client software. Example, Google Chrome, Firefox, UC browser, Opera, Edge. So web browser is over. So we can call it as a web client. So if there is a web client, there should be a web server. So the next topic is web server. We can consider it as a hardware, like computer. It's a computer, full computer that runs websites. All the websites are stored and a program is running behind. All the requests are processed by the web server. Okay, Gmail has different servers in different places in the world. Emmanuel. So you can consider it as a computer program, or you can consider it as a computer. Computer, simply it won't work. There should be some programs which process the request. So a web server is a computer that runs websites. All the websites are stored there. So whatever request is coming, it will be processed by this web servers. And inside that, in that computer, there will be a computer program that distributes web pages as they are requested. So what are the different duties of a web server? Used to store, process, and deliver web pages. Store, process, and deliver. As communication is using HTTP protocol. If the page is not found, you will get the message, page is not found, 404. Isn't it? That's the message. So 200 response means 200 means successfully the particular web page is found. 404 means page is not found. So if it is found, you won't get any message as 200 because you will get the particular web page. Okay. Next one is web hosting.
Then can you show the previous page?
Of course.
Okay, ma'am.
So next topic is web hosting. So if you want to create a website, say Adityraj, www.adityraj.com. Suppose you want to create a website in that way, what do you need to do? What do you do? The action is called as web hosting. You have to host your website in World Wide Web. Only then others can access it. That is called web hosting. Dr. Rajadevi's International School.com, isn't it? A website. So only after web hosting, any person can access the website. Website you can develop using HTML language, or you can use Microsoft Office softwares. Tools are there, but you have to get space. You have to get the space in the web server in order to host. You have to buy space. Okay, so that is called as web. That is called as web hosting. What is web hosting? It is a service that allows individuals or organizations to make their website accessible through www. Service which allows individual, it can be an individual or an organization or a school or a college. They want to make their website. Not only making the website should be available to everyone. If it should be available to everyone, we need to add, you have to give it to the World Wide Web. That is called web hosting. For that, we need domain name. We need to request for a domain name. For that, you need to pay. Okay. Aditya S. Raj, domain name. Web space. How many space you need? How much space do you require in order to store, or you are providing an email? Like anyone can create an email with .adityasraj.com. Then you need space. So that is what web space. Now, how many web pages in your website? So you need to save this web pages. So these are the two requirements. Using that, you can upload. See, FTP upload means you can upload files, email account, website building, tools, databases, everything we can make if you have a website. That is again based on the money you are provided, you are given. Less money, less space. More money, more space, more facilities.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what is that? Is it FTP?
File transfer protocol. You want to upload files, then another protocol is used, FTP. So that file uploading, that is the meaning of this. File transfer, using through file transfer protocol, the files are uploaded. That's a protocol like HTTP. Okay. Only a little bit space was there. That space also filled with web hosting. I understood. So we'll stop now. So next day I will ask you questions. Okay. Study all these web services. What are the different things? www. Krishnandran, www. Then HTML, XML.
Domain name, URL, HTTP, website, web
Then
browser,
host.
web servers, and web host.
Okay. So study all these things for the next day. Okay. That's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.